Hi guys, Tyro69 here. This is an update kind of to my flight experience from yesterday. You saw the video that I had. I was just flying through the trees, had a great time with my Tyro69, but I broke the frame three times too many, not one time, three times too many, and I had to do something. I did have more frames on the way, but I've been waiting close to 2 months, Banggood, 2 months to get those frames, and I just noticed this. One of the weaknesses of the Tyro69 is the actual frame itself. It's only 1.5 millimeter, and I tell you what, if you just hit the trees or dirt a few times, it's gonna break it. These are weak points right here with the arms. I've already used super glue, tried to glue it together and use compression vise, and it worked only for so long, and I keep breaking it at the same spot, so I can't do anything with it now. So what I just decided to do was change it. I'm keeping it as 2S. I moved it to a different frame. This is the YES 112 millimeter frame, and I just used the bottom portion of it. Came with like 6 grams or something like that. And if you can see the difference in the thickness of the frame, this one is rock solid, almost bulletproof. And I did put that little brace across the front arm, which does help with support when I'm hitting trees or hitting the ground or whatnot. These 3-inch, now it's running on 3-inch blades, 3-inch biblades. This is 1104, 9500 kVs that I upgraded to. But honestly, I don't think that you really need to do that. You can go ahead and use the same board and use the same motors that came on here, the 8500 kV motors, 1104s. I think you'd be just fine. As far as speed on this thing, this was a blast when I flew it today. Surprisingly, it was very efficient and really quiet. I mean, it was just smooth flying. It's like, I don't know, it was like waking up in the morning, just have a cup of coffee and just flying. That's what it felt like. Whereas when I'm flying my 5 inches, my heart's pumping the whole time, just beating like crazy, and like, oh my gosh, I hope I don't lose it, which I did lose another one again. But these little micros, I mean, on 2S, this little guy with a 3-inch quad or 3-inch props, it was smooth flying today. It's just enjoyable. And the thing I like about this is that I have so many 2S batteries and they're so dirt cheap. I was literally out for 2 hours this morning flying, not nonstop, of course, but you fly a little bit, you crash a little, intermission time, but 2 hours of flight time I had because I have plenty of those 2S batteries, and that's something that's hard to do when you're out in the park with a 5-inch quadcopter, unless you have a lot of money and you have a lot of batteries and you don't mind lugging those batteries around, right? So this was a great option, and it came in at the same weight as the Eachine Twig, which theirs is 68 grams, I believe, and this one is also 68 grams. Now you're telling yourself, well, okay, Scott, that's great, but the Eachine Twig, that's a 3S, not 2S. Yeah, I heard that, and I've also heard that it's not that efficient, whereas this one, depending on your flying style, if you gun it hard, if you go full throttle the whole time, you're going to get about 3 minutes of flight time with this one. And if you're just going around in trees and trying to go through obstacles, you can get close to 5 minutes on this. So this is a very efficient setup. And if you do the math on the KVs and the RPMs, this one's swinging a 9500 kV motors on 2S 1104. So on 2S, it's going about approximately 79,000 RPMs, whereas the Twig is 5,200 kV, and it's going, on 3S, close to 56,000 or 59,000 RPM. So these blades spin faster. There's a little bit more torque with the 1105 motor, but as far as speed is concerned, this thing is smooth and super fast with these 3-inch props. So, and that's the thing I like about the Tyro69 is it's the same powertrain as the Tyro79. Sorry, my dog's in the background. Which is a 20 by 20 stack, and it spins this Tyro79 motor, which is a 1607 2800 kV on 4S. So whatever you decide to do with your quad, if you say one day, hey, you know what, I want to upgrade it and do something different with it, you can do anything you want with this. You can make it a Twig, you can make it a Toothpick, you can make it a kick butt full 3-inch quad, which is what I did right here. And this one is a 1304 4100 kVs. And this has always been my go-to lately. And all else fails, this one does not fail me. Goes through wind like it's nothing, goes through obstacles like it's nothing. And it handles like a dream. And I was told on a Kabab video not to do this and that it's not going to fly like a Twig, because I think some people were under the misconception that this thing was just a basic micro quad. And I was telling him, no, it's not, because the basic micro quads that you see are 3 inches. You know, their average weight is about 134 to 170. And I've seen the specs on, I've seen the weights on the videos, and this is not that. This is, in all intents and purposes, a twig, and it is perfect weight, and it's not 134 grams. So square it out for you. It was actually too light when I had it at 72 grams, but perfect at 81 grams. And with the motor, not motor, but with a 4S 450 milliamp battery, it was coming in at about 134 grams, which is the base weight of most of those micros, the 3-inch micros, without a battery. And with a battery, with a 4S battery, this sucker screams, man, I'm telling you. And it is so much fun to fly, and very maneuverable, just like a twig, toothpick, whatever you want to call it. This sucker is very maneuverable, agile, and more agile than my other 3-inch quads that weigh that much, like the 154 grams on up. So that's what I got. I'll shoot you guys a video of me flying it today. It was a fun day. I'm not going to put the full 5-minute flights that I've been doing, but I'll just, you know, put some random shots, videos together, or clips together of me just going through trees, the speed of it. I'm telling you, if you're on the fence about this Tyro69, you know, get it for the components so that you can do stuff later with it. You know, it's so many options that you can do with it. You'll have a blast. And you know, I do have the Happymodel. Which one is that? Hold on. This is the Happymodel. Oh, the Larva X. I have the Happymodel Larva X. I've had that for a couple weeks now. I haven't actually put it to use yet. It is 3S, but I really think that this is a way to go for me. I mean, this thing has been very reliable for what I need, except for the frame. But everything else, this power system has been very, very good for me. But anyway, I will shoot those videos, and I hope you guys have a great evening or weekend. And that's all I've got for now. Scotty2Quaddies signing out.
It may be on the track.